Hi, this is Andy from wholesale-help.com and welcome to yet another new video series for 2013 on YouTube. This one is entitled eBay Seller Tips and Tricks, and this video series is going to be focusing on various aspects of selling on eBay and how to get the best profits and the most sales. We'll be covering all aspects of selling on eBay, from the basics all the way up to the most advanced selling tactics. So without further ado, let's get started on the first one, entitled Making the Most of Your Photos. So let's get stuck in. If anyone asks me for a few words to sum up how to do well on eBay, I always tell them great photos and volume. They're the key elements for doing well on eBay. There's obviously a lot more to it than that, but these things are absolutely important. Photos are one of the key elements you have at your disposal to make the most out of your listing. It's the one thing that's going to make the sale for you. And if you've got bad photos, you're really losing out on chances of making sales and making the most money on your auctions. The volume aspect we'll go into on other eBay videos, but it's safe to say that you won't see many high-earning eBay power sellers with 1 or 2 listings. But that's a video for another time. One false belief that I come across on this subject is that you have to have expensive equipment to take good photos, and that just isn't true. Most of the time I use my cell phone camera to photograph my items, and they look great. If you have a compact camera at home that you use to take holiday snaps with, the chances are that's probably better quality than the one I use. Here are the key things you need to get great shots. Firstly and foremost is natural sunlight. Unless you've got to set up a professional camera studio, it's going to be very difficult to get decent photos without natural sunlight. If you're taking photos in the evening with your normal lights, you'll get shadows. Most cameras don't have the best low light resolution. It can look grainy. You can get that horrible orange glow. Generally, it doesn't look good. Get as much natural sunlight as you can to really highlight your item and make the quality of your pictures stand out. Try to pick a sunny day to take your pictures. I know sometimes it's difficult, especially in the winter like it is here in the UK at the moment, but you get sunny days in the winter with blue skies and bright sunshine. It might be freaking freezing outside, but it doesn't matter. If you've got a sunny room in your house, see if you can work something out, experiment, move things around. You don't want the sunlight flooding in directly onto your item because that can be tricky too. But if you can find that sunny room, maybe try and find one of the walls that isn't hitting the direct sunlight so you can get an indirect diffuse sunlight, which is perfect. But play around with it. That's the beauty of digital cameras. You don't have to be careful with the film anymore. You can just try different angles and different features. And this brings me on to my second point, a neutral background. This is really important. You don't want the whole of your kitchen in the background with lots of busy things going on. You don't want some gaudy wallpaper in the background either. You want to try and make it calm, neutral, relatively plain, so you focus on the item that you're taking the picture of rather than what's going on behind it. And lastly is a steady camera. This is really important to make sure you get the best focus and the best shots from your camera. You don't want to just stand above something and snap the camera. You're not going to get the best shots. If you've got a tripod, use that. If not, a stack of books. Rest your wrists on the books and get yourself set and steady, breathe easy and take the picture. If you've got a point and shoot camera, let the shutter button go down halfway to focus first and press all the way down to make sure you get the best focus before you take the picture. Okay, I'm going to give you an example of how not to do it. Okay, here's an eBay listing I came across the other day. Now, I'm sorry if you're watching and this is your listing. I'm really sorry, but this sucks. This is a really, really bad picture. They've gone for the plain background, which is great. But unfortunately, it's the same color as the item they're taking the picture of. So it's not highlighting the item, it's actually making it blend in, which is not good. This is too dark. They've left the flash on with the camera. They've taken it on in the evening, so the flash is bouncing off the item itself. And the shiny Vivienne Westwood logo, it's not in focus. It's just generally a bad picture. This is what I mean about it being difficult when you take a picture in the evening. The average selling price for a Vivienne Westwood purse on eBay is around £47. That's like $75 with an awesome 74% sell-through rate. And this thing achieved £23. I can guarantee you the person that bought this was sniping because the bid was put in within the last 3 seconds. I would expect this buyer has bought this item to resell on eBay and it's probably already sold and he's already made a tidy profit from it. This is a great tactic if you can find badly listed items like this. But again, that's another video for yet another day. As you can see, the word Vivienne has been spelt incorrectly as well, but I have to be a little bit careful about criticizing misspelled words, because if you watch one of my other thrifting videos, I had a very successful skirt that finished and I just realized I typoed. I didn't spell it incorrectly. I made a typing error when I was writing the listing title, and I put 3 N's instead of 2, which is ridiculous. But luckily it didn't affect it too much, and I made a nice £50 profit from that item, so I can't complain in that case. But I took a good picture, so I made up for it. Okay, let me show you the second picture in this item. Oh my days. Oh blimey. In case you can't tell, that's the inside of the purse. You can almost not make out what it is. Everything's blending in. It's just really, really bad. So would you want to buy that? Can you really tell what the condition is? No. Can you tell how many compartments there are? No. Can you even tell anything about it? No. And the listing wasn't good either. There was about 3 or 4 lines of text, plain text, no title, no structure, and just that it was a purse and it was in good condition, and that was about it. Great if you're someone that's buying to resell. This is the perfect listing. If you want to buy a Vivienne Westwood purse, you're going to move on from this. There's going to be others that are going to look better and give you more information. This is not going to be high on your list, and it wasn't, because otherwise it would have sold for around about £50. As you can see, bad photos mean you're losing profit, you're losing money. That extra 5 minutes spent on better photos will make all the difference. If you're a regular seller and you just can't get time during the day on sunny days to take pictures of your items, you need to get some daylight bulbs. You can buy them in craft supplies and from various different websites. They're specific bulbs that has the same light spectrum as natural sunlight. You need to buy as many as possible. Get them on for your overhead light. Get a couple of lamps and set them either side, so get some infill from either side, the top, and ideally behind you as well. Get as much natural sunlight on it, and that will mean you can take pictures in the evening and it won't look too bad. But don't do this, people. Do not do this. This is bad news. So now I'm going to show you a few pictures of the right way to do it. Okay, so this is a Hugo Boss shirt. It's used, it's in perfect condition, and these are not professional pictures by a long way. I've used my mobile phone camera. There's no artificial light on this at all. This is all natural sunlight. It's 100% free, you don't have to pay for it, and it's the best light you can get. See, these aren't perfect pictures, but I think they represent the item well. They show the natural colour of the item. I've used a cropping effect here to make it look a bit interesting. I've used the crop again to highlight certain parts of the shirt. I've not done anything fancy here at all. Just simple, the best possible light you can get. Let's have a look at another one. Okay, this is a pair of Manchester United cufflinks I picked up from a thrift store about a week ago. No, I guess it was 2 weeks ago, because the auction finished about a week ago. They cost me £2.50. I thought they looked pretty good. They're in perfect condition. I just put them on the bedspread in one of my spare bedrooms with the natural sunlight coming in from the left. Put my arms down on the bed to steady it. I got in nice and close to get all the details, and this is what we get. It's not perfect, but I think it's a good representation. They sold in a 7-day listing for £25, so from £2.50 to £25 in 7 days, I'm happy with that. That's not a bad profit margin. So let's recap. Make use of natural sunlight. I can't say it enough. If you can, make use of it. If you can't, find some daylight bulbs online and get as many as you can. Bring in some lamps from other rooms and light the subject indirectly and play around and experiment. Use a plain background if you can, so you're focusing on the item and not what's going on behind it. And make sure your camera is steady. Don't just stand up and take the picture. Set yourself, try to brace yourself and the camera to get the best shot. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you want to be notified when the next videos are available to watch. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up down at the bottom left there of the video. And finally, if you'd like to get access to the Wholesale Help Members Club, you can still get a free membership by going to wholesalehelp.co.uk, and that's available to anyone in the world. wholesalehelp.co.uk. Thank you very much once again for watching. My name's Andy Lawrence, and I will catch you on the next video.